Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Ending Hour podcast.
What's up going on, guys? So today we have two very special guests. We have Jah and we got Vaughn. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man? How y'all doing? Thank you for having us on.
Of course.
Thanks for coming. So, guys, a little bit about you guys. So you guys are both DJs here in the Wilmington, North Carolina area. You guys been doing this for a while?
Like 3 years now? Was it 3?
I'm actually only going on like 2 years. Like it's
so that's probably 2.5 for me then. Yeah, probably 2.5.
Yeah, he started a little bit before I did, but yeah, I'm going on like around 2.
Nice. So how'd y'all get into it?
I guess want me to go first? Or?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so long story short, I made friends with a local DJ. He used to be out here, McCray. He's the one that put me on the DJ, and I would just be at the club a lot, and I would just be like, there's not a lot of music that I'm liking, and I want to be able to play music that I would like, and I know that my friends would like. So he kind of just taught me how to like start doing it, and I didn't understand like what he was trying to have me do because he was trying to have me beat match with EDM. Did not know what EDM was until I came to Wilmington. So glad that I met him. Then this motherfucker right here, he comes over and he puts on a Kendrick and he loads up a Kendrick and a Drake song, I think it was. And it made so much more sense because it was rap. It made so much more sense to me. And after that, it just started going. And then, McCray and Chandler started at Varnish, right?
Yeah, they started at Varnish.
Yeah, they started at Varnish. And then after they left, I don't really know. How did it start, really?
They left Varnish. So I also knew McCray. Like I had met them through like the club scene around in Wilmington. And I used to hang out with him like every day. He was a DJ producer, and he kind of was like teaching me the little small things about it. I actually moved out to Arizona for 4 months, and then I came back. And when I came back, that's when like the whole DJ scene started to like kind of shift. I actually came to Varnish one night, and Vaughn was there DJing with some other local DJs. And all of a sudden, the night just started to go to shit. Like the crowd started booing. And Vaughn saw me in the crowd. He was like, "Yo, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, do you know how to DJ? Like, do you know how to beat match?" At that time, like I knew how to beat match, but like I was still fairly new to it. And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I got you. Like, I'll throw on like 2 songs like while you go to the bathroom." I throw on 2 songs, and all of a sudden the crowd is losing their mind. I'm like, "Yo, like, what did I just do?" Vaughn comes back. He's like, thank you. He was like, "Thank you, because whatever you just did, like, it's about to save this is amazing." And then from there, like, me and Vaughn were at Varnish, and we were DJing like every weekend, and that's when we just started to like make a name for ourselves. Yeah, and everybody was like, "Yo, these guys, like, they're bringing energy. They're bringing us the music we want to hear." Like, it's nothing against like the music they don't want to hear. Like, we still love that music too. But like at the time, like it was like the club was just starting to build, and the only thing people wanted to hear was music that they liked.
Yep.
So I came in there. Me and Vaughn literally started DJing every single weekend. People were coming there like, "Yo, we love your music. Like, when are you going to be back?" And then from there, the rest is history.
Yeah. It's definitely nice because like me and Ryan have talked about it before, like being in a digital age. Like, I mean, there's such an opportunity there. And then I know that you're a Breakaway influencer,
yeah,
right?
I've been working with Breakaway, yeah.
Definitely a lot of opportunities there and stuff to keep growing. So like, what's y'all's like ultimate goal like for it? Like, where do y'all want to take it?
I get this question a lot.
I'll let you go first.
Like for me right now, the fan base that I've been getting from like people at the bar, like I love DJing, I love music, but I also want to like influence people as well, like to definitely reach out and like try things that you never thought you would try. The amount of DMs that I get of people like, "Yo, can you teach me how to DJ?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'd teach you how to DJ, but are you really like, really passionate, and do you really want to do it?" And then they're like, yeah. And then I'm like, "Okay, ask me when you're not drunk. Ask me when you're sober." And then all of a sudden I don't get a DM for a week. And then I'll see him at the club. I'm like, "Oh, you really wanted to DJ?" No, but then there are those people that actually like are actually passionate about it, and like.
I would say shout out Chef Beats because he's probably Chef Beats. He's probably one of the only few people that like he would bug us all the time, and like he would bug us sober. Like he wasn't just and now he's DJing like he'd be DJing at Varnish, he'd be DJing at Rally Point. But like that's the thing is like so many people would ask us all the time, yo, can you? And we would always willing to teach people, and like we'd always be willing to do it. But no one actually showed effort. And when the one person that showed effort is now DJing at Varnish and DJing at Rally Point. So it's like we will put the time and effort, but like you just got to be willing to actually do it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So what do you like? What's your end goal, or like where do you want to take this to?
I mean, I think for me, like as of recently, like because I haven't been DJing as much, I think my end goal is just being able to push my friends to like just like, keep encouraging them to go farther. Like don't ever settle for less. Like I be telling him like, all right, you've kind of been at the same level. Let's pick it up a notch. Let's kick it up again. Like you know what I'm saying, and just like keep on going. And I guess I just want to see my friends just be the best versions of themselves. And like because I know like they can really do something with this.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely hop off of that. Like for me, especially like the DJing for me, but also in the end, I want to like be able to like produce my own music as well. So like making those like songs that I'll be able to be like, oh yeah, that's actually my song. Like, and I'll be able to play that at the club and then people actually know my song. But like to go to what Von's talking about, like, yeah, he hasn't been DJing like that recently, but like people don't know, like he can rap. Like he knows, like he knows. No, and I'm gonna say it now. I think he's one of the like best rappers that I've heard out of my friends, especially. Like he knows what he's doing, and I'm like, if he doesn't want to keep doing the DJ side of it, like I know he still has a passion for music.
Yeah.
So like I know like you, I know you were probably not going to talk about.
I wasn't.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like, damn, yeah, because like that's shocking. Because I would have thought it would have been opposite. I would have thought that maybe like y'all were boys and you got into DJing because Jah did. Because I had actually seen Jah playing at Palm. And then you were like assisting, basically. Like every time you go to the bathroom or go get a drink or something like that, you were jumping on. And I was like, oh, okay, Von's probably boys with Jah, and it's like learning how to DJ, but it's actually opposite. So I was gonna ask you, like, yeah, if DJing is not something you're actively into, maybe the rap thing could be it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the. I guess
or even a promoter, like being a promoter.
Now we're talking about it, I guess.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, people don't know that about him. So like,
a lot of people don't know.
But
that.
like,
my close friends do.
A lot of his close friends do know. Like he
and they be on my ass about it. They be yelling at me to do something.
We'll be at a pregame. They be like, "Yo, Von, can you freestyle?" Or we'll be at an afters. Hey, yo, Von, can you? Yeah, the afters.
The
afters probably go crazy with it.
Me and Julio and all of us, we'll just keep going for hours.
For like hours straight. I literally have videos on my phone of them just like literally just rapping, and I'm like,
back and forth,
like basically making a full song, like, and I'm like, yo,
a straight up album or EP right there in the kitchen.
Literally like, could have an EP cooking in the kitchen, just literally throw on a beat from YouTube, and they're just cooking for hours.
Yeah, no, rap's definitely like I will say, rap definitely is probably my end goal. Like definitely my angle. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to be the rapper and the ghostwriter, or I know it's going to be something. I just want to do something in that industry. Yeah. Just because I've had so much passion ever since, just since I was a little kid. Like it's just that runs through my DNA all day long. Like he's lived with me for 3 years. He knows there's not a damn time during the day you're not going to hear a rap song or like. From any era. I have
literally woken up to rap music being blasted on the speaker.
It could be Glorilla. It could be Glorilla. Thank God it's Friday. It could be Eminem Mockingbird. It varies. It could be Beastie Boys.
So I know there's different programs that y'all use as DJs, which are different than like audio engineers use. But like, are y'all like interested, especially you with the rap stuff? Are y'all like ever like getting experience in audio engineering, like when it comes to like Pro Tools or Logic or stuff like that?
So that's what I was gonna try to get into. Like, for me, like DJing, I use Rekordbox, and like that's like just the record pool, and like I grab music, I download music, put it into there. I can change it how I want to do it, and then that's when I download it to my USB, and then I'm mixing in the club. But like, shout out McCray, like he was the first person to like kind of teach me about like the production side of it, where he's like using Ableton or like all these like top like actual producing. He's grabbing stems and stuff like this and making stuff from scratch. And I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, I need to learn how to do that. So like I've talked to a few people. Shout out Chef Beats, bro. He's producing, bro. He
makes
crazy, like crazy mixes straight from scratch, like mashups and stuff like that. But I talked to him. I'm like, yo, bro, like I actually do want to learn like the whole producing side, like the audio engineer side of it, because if I get that part now, I'm just excelling, not just as a DJ, but now as a producer making my own music. And now I can have my name on a song where people are going to be like, oh, like Jah made that. That's actually Jah. Like that's Jah's not over
brand
here.
too.
He's
Yeah,
not over here playing.
For sure.
Like,
because you're definitely tapped into the social media. Like you definitely have I could tell like whether you're making your graphics like through Photoshop or Canva or whatever, like you're consistent in like that social media influencer space. And I think that's like, there's a natural passion there that you probably have, but you have a natural skill in that too, that I could tell. That I just like saw it and I was like, yeah, for sure.
And I'll definitely say like, that's like definitely comes with like a lot of the connections that I've been able to make too. Like with social media, like it's one of my favorite things ever. Like,
so many opportunities.
I've been on that since high school. Like right when TikTok first came out, I immediately was like, yo, this is just going to be a perfect chance for like just growth. And
we took in audio engineering classes at UNCW. There was a professor, Karen Kane, and she like was a professional audio engineer and did a lot of stuff like in like this throughout like the 80s. And she taught like in the, I forget, like a C building or whatever back there towards the back. And we took like a couple semesters, like 1 and 2, but it's pretty fire.
I definitely wish, because I've definitely been around enough people that always been producing music, and I just never took advantage of it. And now I'm really regretting not just being like listening and paying attention, because there's so many times, and we know we both have, it's like the same friends for both of us, but like we just caught on too late. But like it's never too late.
Yeah, never too late.
We just had so many opportunities in front of us. We should have just taken them, because now we'll be sitting there at the club and be like, oh, we should mix this with this, but we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to do it. We have all these ideas. The amount of times we've had a fire ass idea, and like Quay or like Chandler, all of our other DJ friends, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But we don't want to have to ask our friends, but yo, can you make this mix for us? And then
it's not like I don't want to bother like them, like but like I know like as producers,
I would just much rather do it myself.
Yeah,
they're always working on something.
Yeah.
Like I literally have seen producers' laptops where there's just files everywhere, and I'm like, they'll be like, oh, what is this? Oh, I made this randomly. And then they'll show it to me. And I'm like, you made this randomly at 3 a.m? Like, is this what, like, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm sitting here at 3 a.m, probably playing video games, eating snacks, but I could be doing something like that.
So, like, there's really, like, hot downtown scene. And that's, a big area in this area is downtown. There's a lot of places to DJ, a lot of places to play. And then you got Carolina Beach. That's more of a, I would say like a more like a family unit, family vibe down
that's
there.
That's like family vacation type vibe.
Yep. Exactly. And then you got Rice Hill Beach, which is like a mixture. You got the rich homeowners there, but then, so you'll see them come in. Yeah. But you see the college kids a lot. So like, I'm not saying like, do you prefer one or the other, but like, how do you guys split your time there? Do you guys like, is it just like first come, first serve? Like, they booked me here, or is it like, I'd rather play in this place because I just like that environment more? Or like, how do you like divvy of where you guys play at?
Well, it's not really you necessarily have a choice. It's kind of like, it's literally like the beach may ask one time, and then, okay, he may be booked he may be already downtown. So it's not really like it's your choice. It's like, if I'm available, I'm going to take the money. It has nothing to do with anything, because at the end of the day, we got to make sure we're good and we have food, and we got to make sure we can eat and there's money on the table. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's not when it comes to like choosing, when it comes to like DJing, it doesn't matter where he's going to go, especially when it comes to him. Like wherever he's going to go, he's going to turn it up. Whether we're at a beach, we're at a homeless park, like we're anywhere. He's going to make sure it's lit. But I would say like when it comes to like going out, like prefer like where we choose, it's just wherever our homies are DJing. If our DJ friends are at the beach, then we're gonna be at the beach. If our DJ friends are downtown, then we're downtown. If they're at mall, then we go to mall.
Yeah, and then and with when we had Quay and Housefire on, that's what they said too. It's like it's not like as a competition thing. Like everybody needs to eat, and in this area, everyone can eat.
Yeah,
there's enough money to go around.
But you guys like be supporting each other, and that's something that's really cool because like someone who doesn't or is not in that DJ circle. And looking for an outside in, you're just like, yo, I bet that's very competitive. I bet like, y'all be like, trying to get in, like stuff like that. But y'all be out there supporting each other. And that's an awesome vibe. That's an awesome thing to see and to know about.
Yeah. And I was about like, just to get on like the topic of like DJing at either the beach or downtown. Like I've done both and I have a great time DJing at both places. But obviously you're going to get the different crowd at each place you go. So, like, when I'm DJing downtown, I'm going to get the younger crowd. I'm going to still get the older crowd as well. But I'm actually, like, still going to be able to play the music for both of those crowds when I'm downtown.
I got you.
When I'm at the beach, sometimes I got to step out of a comfort zone that I don't know as much about. Like, I really don't know. Like, I have people coming up to me asking for music. I'm like, yo, I haven't heard that in so long. I have it. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But then I also can play like the new hip hop bangers, pop bangers, house music, stuff like that. So I definitely think for me though, like it really depends on like, I'm always going to go, if I'm not DJing, I'm going to go support whatever other DJ homie that I'm going to see. Like, and he was talking about it. Like there's no, like, yes, it's competitive. It's a competitive thing, especially out here in Wilmington. But at the end of the day, like, no grudges are being held from me. Like, I'm literally going to support you on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, it does, like, at the end of the day, I don't really care. About
that's how we are when we want to like make our rounds because that's like we like to party. We love to fucking party, but like we also
that's all we want to do. That's all we want to do.
But like we also use it as an opportunity because like my girl, she does not like really party. She's in nursing school. She's basically an old soul, so she does like that's not her scene. Until she started dating me, like she had never done any of that, and so like now she's getting into videography. Like when we were at Palm the other night, that was the first night that she tapped into videography. She's like, I like this. I was like, oh shit. And that's like kind of what we've themed vlog number 2 around. Like, did we find our videographer? Because we had talked about it on the previous 2 episodes of the podcast that would be on before that airs. So it was really like kind of natural. But like when we go out, we try to hit like multiple different areas to like kind of network. Like the night that you were, I think it was a Halloween night. It was one night you were at Pantana Bob's and you hit him up and you said it, and then you left early. But I remember it was our very first vlog. I think it was our very first vlog, and I was like, all right, we got multiple steps to make. Like we're here at Varnish, we're about to hit Pantana Bob's, then we're going to Red Dogs. Like
bro, and I was like, and I appreciate you guys about that. Like y'all literally make sure to pop out all the time, and like I give y'all so much respect.
Y'all really do always come support.
Y'all go everywhere. Yep. Like y'all make sure to see like everyone, and that's how I feel. I'm like, yo, if I have the chance, like when I'm not DJing, I want to be able to go every spot possible to make sure I at least see
the Gauntlet.
Yo, do we want to get started about the Gauntlet?
Have you guys done the Gauntlet?
No, tell us about it.
Oh my gosh,
the Gauntlet. You want to go? You want to talk about?
Should we just okay? All right. So the Gauntlet.
I'm gonna talk about the halfway stop.
After the halfway stop.
I'm gonna tell you what we do at the halfway stop.
The halfway stop. Okay, so the Gauntlet. You start off downtown. Mm-hmm. Like you hit you can hit a few bars or you can hit your favorite bar. We usually go to Varnish.
You already know.
Yeah, you gotta plug Varnish. Shout out Varnish.
Shout out Clark. Shout out Sammy.
Shout out Clark. That's family.
Mom and dad.
That's literally mom and dad that aren't mom and dad. But like the Gauntlet, bro. You go downtown. You start there. You drink a little bit. You have a good time, and then you take the Uber to the halfway point. And Vaughn can talk about the halfway.
So the halfway point is now we're at Ma. So now we're at Ma. And
might as well.
So the only thing you can drink while you're here is shots. You can only drink shots.
Oh, so y'all got rules on it.
Oh no, there's rules. This is a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
This is a whole ordeal. Once you've taken like at least 4 or 5 shots, that's all you can drink is shots there. And we're there for and minimum is 4. But you get lit. So whatever.
It depends.
It depends.
Because at Varnish, we're not really drinking that much.
Yeah, no, that's the beginning. That's the
start off. It's
Early
like
in
the
the night,
pregame,
we're just sipping.
No,
We're just sipping.
I mean, we're gonna end back up. We're gonna end back up at Varnish though. That's the problem. That's the problem.
So y'all would double.
So then you go to Salty Dogs. You gotta go see Tori. Shout out Tori.
Yeah, we
greatest one of our favorite bartenders ever.
Favorite bartenders.
But yeah, you gotta go see Tori. You gotta go ask her for the hurt. It's a specific drink. Only she makes the hurt. You gotta go get it. The hurt. That shit hurt. It hurts. Then you go to Red Dogs, and then from Red Dogs you can tell what we do.
So yeah, sometimes we end up getting to Red Dogs around like what
12, 15. We're usually only there for like half an hour, 45.
12, 15. We get to Red Dogs. You got to see all the bartenders, bouncers there. Like all of them are family. All of them are family.
Yeah.
Like
Love them. They always
them.
take so. Oh yeah, shout out Red Dogs for sure. They always take such good care of us.
I just love all of them. And then we'll get there and like we'll drink. We'll turn up with all our friends. Like because in the beginning of the night when we're downtown, like a lot of our friends are still pre-gaming. Like they're not even like out yet. But like we're going there to support the DJ that's there. Like if we're not DJing that night, we'll go support them for a little bit and then we'll leave. But once we get to the beach, at that time we're already lit. Like, we're ready to turn up.
we're
ready to turn up. So we're going to see all of our friends that are telling us to go to the beach, and we're like, all right, bet we're coming. Hits around like maybe
12:45.
12:50.
You have to drink a fishbowl too.
Don't forget.
It's got to be tequila fishbowl. Tequila fishbowl.
Yeah, we do special fishbowls, tequila fishbowls. But around like 12:45, 12:50, the Uber's getting called right back to Varnish, and we are ending the night at Varnish, and we are literally turning up. At that point, if we make it, we make it.
I was saying we've taken 7 people on it, and only 2 have survived, and the only 2 that survived were 2 of our homegirls. Only 2 of our homegirls.
2 of our homegirls survived.
You know who you are. Shout out you.
Yeah, shout out y'all. We're not going to mention names. But yeah, dude, the Gauntlet is one crazy thing. And
that's something we created by ourselves. We're like,
I was just like, we're going to do this. And like, it's just going to be like one of those fun things. Like, it's one of those nights with the boys. Like,
no, it's because we found that Thanos gauntlet on the hand, like the little plastic hand, the toy. That's how it started, because we found it outside of Varnish. We're like, we're gonna call this shit the Gauntlet. So we made sure we have to hit 1 for like every stone. That's basically what it was.
Shit, that's nice.
Yeah, that's honestly, if y'all were to ever do a vlog, that is your vlog.
It's definitely something like
that's a good.
Like, I don't know if you've heard about like beer golf or whatever, where like you go to like the different like bars around downtown, and it's like you have to go in, take a shot, or like take a certain drink, and like the amount of drinks that you drink like takes off like your points or whatever. I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. I was like, yo,
beer golf.
Beer golf. Like, I was like, that sounds kind of fun, but like, let's turn it into something totally different. Yeah. And like go from downtown all the way to the beach, back downtown, and see what happened.
Yeah. Like Varnish, I mean, honestly, like their social media presence and how like they're running things though is so smooth. Cause I know they had to like rebrand, because our cousin, before he passed away in a car accident, y'all might know him, Sean.
Yeah. No,
yep.
Oh, damn.
Yep. That's our cousin.
We didn't. Yep. Damn. That's so crazy that you really just brought that up, bro.
We literally went to.
We went like that. That's. We literally just. We and him really.
You just hit it.
Damn. Hold on, I might tear up. Hold on, you're fine with that.
But yeah, like we went there a couple times because it's funny. We'd be at Growlers, and he was like, yo, like Varnish, like I need help, like trying to turn it up, because it did not used to be what it is now.
Nah, Sean definitely.
And like you'd go in there and be like, oh shit, like,
turn that shit up.
There's like 4 people in here, and like Goodfellas was pretty good, but before it rebranded.
I was going to Goodfellas.
I was going to Goodfellas. Lit downstairs.
Goodfellas was a dungeon.
I was going to Goodfellas.
Oh my god,
all the
Goodfellas
time.
was a dungeon.
And then basically we went back, like I mean, next thing you know, Varnish is the place to be. Like, it's hot as fuck, and it's like, whoa, shit,
out of nowhere.
And it's just like overnight, it was like, fuck, dude. Now this place is like huge. Like, I mean, and just like there, I don't know like how, like I know y'all know Noah. I don't know like what he does exactly to it. Like if he's like a promoter for it or something, but like they run their shit pretty well when it comes to like marketing and stuff like that. Like the Halloween. Yeah,
I can kind of talk on Noah. Yeah. Like Noah is one of the guys that I met like really like early in this scene, like down here for like DJ wise, like promotion wise. and he just had a really like heavy social media presence. He was making sure that, yo, if you wanted to go out and have a good time, you were gonna hear about it some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Either through text message, Snapchat, Instagram, he is gonna blow it up, and he's gonna make sure that he has a group of people behind him that are also gonna blow it up. So when I first got the opportunity to be a part of the Varnish team and stuff like that, yes, I was DJing, but I was seeing how dedicated he was to really promote, to make Varnish how big it is today.
Yeah.
When I tell you he was going through
every person
contact list, telling me to go on. At that time I was at UNCW, I was on campus, talking to people about it on campus. It got to the point where we were on the back of I forget what we were promoting. What was a Fright Fest? What were we promoting for?
I don't even know. I just remember how it ended.
Yeah, we were promoting for something, and this they have the brain to say, hey, let's rent a pickup truck that has a tailgate, and we're gonna put a speaker in the back, and Jah, you're gonna DJ on it. You're gonna DJ on it. I literally have videos of it. And you're gonna DJ on the back of this pickup truck, and I'm gonna drive it slowly throughout campus, and we're just gonna promote Varnish. Yo, we're about to throw this crazy. We're about to throw this crazy party, and I'm like, how did you think about that? What made you say, hey?
It's his bizarre ideas.
But
that really worked though.
Him and Clark, they have such bizarre minds to the point where they know what's going to attract people to come to their club. So once you get that promoter team, and once they already have their ideas, those promoters are going out there and they're spamming this everywhere to all their friends. So now everybody knows what Varnish is.
Yep.
And now it's on the map.
If you don't get to Varnish by 9:30.
Oh, you're cooked. You're toasted. You're not getting in.
Well, it's 9 to 2. If you're there after 10, be prepared to wait for 45 minutes.
It's crazy how long these people wait, though. It's crazy. I would never. That's why I'm also so grateful that I met McCray.
Yeah. One thing I wished. Not to go ahead. Go ahead.
All right,
McCray.
I was gonna say, McCray is the one thing I say I'm so grateful about meeting McCray and Noah and all them off rip is that if I didn't meet them, I wouldn't ever been introduced to this lifestyle. I would be one of the people sitting in that line for hours. I'd be sitting there for hours, but no, because of them, it's just I'd be seeing that line all the way down, and I'm like, yo, y'all really finna wait here all night and not go to another club?
Yeah, that line has been wrapped around the building before, and I've gotten
to the waterfall.
I have gotten videos, and they're like, yo, is there any way you can get us? And I'm like, dude, you're telling me you want me to get you in? That's a line that's wrapped around the building right now. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say the one thing I wish they would do is because they have the 18 up floor 2, and then they have the 21 up floor 3. If you go to floor 3, a lot of the time, except for college night when they open it all, it's kind of dead on floor 3, and you just go through the back. So what if they did if they tried to promote more of a presence? Okay, we see our 18 to 20-year-old or 18 up presence is killer. It's packed around the building, but we have so much room on the 3rd floor. What we need to do is try to maybe because there's not really businesses to the right that are going to be impeded, have 2 lines, which there's a 21 up line and there's an 18 up line.
Yeah. And I was going to say, and I've definitely tried to talk about trying to do something like that. Mm-hmm. I know they've been trying to work on a VIP kind of deal where yo, if you buy this VIP, it gets you and a certain amount of friends up. Y'all can just go straight up.
Yeah, because that's what I actually asked Noah one time.
Yeah, and I was about to say, and I know a lot, and I've kind of figured it out now. There are a lot of the people that are 21 up that sometimes still like to be on that 2nd floor. Mm-hmm. They like that environment. It's
just so iconic.
Yep. But they like that environment to be on that 2nd floor, actually raging, having a good time partying. But I know there are the people that are older and they want to just they can do the same thing upstairs, but just without the crowdedness and stuff like that. Yeah. I definitely think it's something that could definitely be in the talks, trying to figure it out. But I know that VIP is really what they're kind of trying to push right now.
Yeah, because they got what, like four?
They have like
4 or
3 or
5
4
like,
booths.
little
Or they have,
sections?
I think it's 3 or 4 booths upstairs. Yeah. And like we're definitely still trying to figure that out too, because with North Carolina laws on like bottle service and stuff like that, it's kind of like it's super strict.
Oh shit! What's I didn't.
So I can use Still Life at ECU for example. Like they have bottle service, and it's like they have the booths, but to buy a bottle, you buy the bottle, but somebody has to be there to serve it to you, and they have to lock the bottle up. Oh, so like it's not like one of those like
it's
you
not
can't
like
you can't
Miami.
yeah, it's not Miami where you can just like walk around and hold your bottle in your hand and like pour it in everybody. Like now down here in North Carolina, like there's some places that like you might be able to get. I don't know if they get away with it or not, but like for the most part down here, like you're not gonna get away with having somebody buy a bottle and just have it in the booth. One
thing I wanted to ask you, because I asked Quinn and them, and I don't like necessarily knew what I was talking about, but the other night, like one of the Halloween nights, you came upstairs, like that say what's up, and you're like, yeah, like I'm about to go on. But we were there for like an hour. And I was like, yo, is he not on? So like, what is that? Just like an autopilot or like?
So like, shout out DJ Meatball. Clark, my guy, the owner of Varnish. He's starting to learn how to DJ, and like I've kind of been trying to teach him a few things and stuff like that. So I showed up. I was like, yo, like he was like, yo, I'm a DJ for like I can't tell the owner now. Yeah, I love him to death though. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm about to DJ for an hour. I'm like, all right, bet. So like I was like, all right, I'm gonna run up and talk to you guys. And I was like, that gives me time to just be like, hey, yo, I get to talk to everybody without having to deal with like playing music and stuff. I can actually have a conversation. I get that a lot, bro. People who try to have conversations with me while I'm DJing, and I'm like, at that point, I'm locked in. Like, I'm trying to make sure everybody else is having a good time. Like, I would love to have that conversation with you right now, but I can't. Yep. So like when like it's not an autopilot thing for me when I was like, oh, like I'm about to go on. Like people like show up, they're like, why isn't Jah DJing? We came here to see Jah DJ. No, it's just like hey, I'm gonna take this time, talk to everybody, have a good time for a little bit. And then when I get on, I'm locked in and we're turning up the club.
Oh yeah, man.
So if y'all could only play, so like the vibes kind of like you expressed it, like, you know, but you're up there and you're like, shit, man, like the vibe's really not hitting tonight. Like I need to like flip this crowd. I need to get them going. You can only you can hit one song. What's that song you're digging in your inventory and saying, all right, this shit's coming on?
I gotta think a little bit.
I gotta think too. Let me think, cause like in my head immediately, I started thinking about Glorilla. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, I know you're gonna go that way.
Quay said no hands.
No, I was about to say I would be on it.
But like no hands, that's a given though. Like no hands,
that's a given. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, because hands down, no, like every time, no pun intended. Damn, no hands down is like your go-to song in any event, like wherever you are.
In any event, like, if you think something is going wrong, if that song didn't
exist, I guess if that song didn't exist,
yeah. Because when I asked Quay, because I tried to guess it, I was like, Mobamba. And they're like,
that's
this guy right here, bro. He'll come up to me in the middle of the night. He'd be like, "Yo, can I drop Mo Bamba?" I'm like,
it doesn't work.
You got it. I was like, you got it.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be doing Mo Bamba though. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I was about to say my first thought off rip was No Hands. Like that is like one of those songs where like you can literally end with any song and just like have like a immediate pause for a second and like. No music's playing.
That's the second.
But right when you click play on that song, the entire crowd is.
The second you hear it, listen to it. Like the second you hear it, you know what's coming.
The second you hear that,
hey, what's that song that goes bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum? You know what I'm talking about? The na 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 na. You know, come on, now, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's was that American Teen? Oh, what is that? The Teen Spirit. See, I got it.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Smells Like
bro.
Teen Spirit. That would be my song. That would probably be the one I drop.
That's a sleeper song too.
Such a sleeper because I play that regardless, and no matter what time of the night it is, or like whenever they got to use a bathroom or something, regardless of when it is, that song for some reason, I hear it, I come running, I come sprinting from the down. Sometimes I'll be feeling bad. Sorry, everybody, but like, I'm definitely stiff arming you out the way.
Yeah, no,
but
I have a certain mix to that song.
He has a certain mix to it.
So like that song like hits really like aggressive. I think another one, Slut Me Out Too. I don't know why that song just popped off so quickly, and everybody was singing that song. It's a classic. Like once you hear that beat, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, no, we're about to turn."
I might play "Lonely" though, or "Only" by Nicki Minaj.
Only by Nicki Minaj.
That's a good one.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Like, no, you good, but like one song like TikTok, honestly, leaves offering 10K.
Yes,
gang,
bro.
Baby.
Yes,
I have no idea why that not blow up because it's actually good.
Dude,
like it's good, it's catchy. It's like
it's a good song. I saw so many people, like all the dudes were like making videos over that song, and they were like, "Yo, I'm surprised that like none of y'all are really taking advantage of this $10,000 like."
For real.
For like he's giving away $10,000 for the best person to make a video, and nobody's making a video.
Yeah, and then like I saw like going off of what you just said, like a dude. He ended up taking that to like a car montage, and he's like, "Yo, boys, we're taking over this trend." And it's like there's just like his car. And
I was
like
gonna say now it's just like if you go on that sound, it's like straight like dudes are literally just absolutely just taking over that whole song. And NLE literally made it for 4 girls to win $10,000. Like he made that song 4 girls to make $10,000, and the dudes are just taking it over. Like,
hey man, they want that bag.
Hey, look. Sometimes
chase that bag. Yep.
Like speaking of like financials and shit, like there's are you guys familiar with Patreon?
Patreons,
yeah, and not Patreon ad, but do you guys have like something like that to where people can like either like contribute to what you're doing or like donate to you like or subscribe to you? Like, do you guys have anything like that going on?
I don't. I've definitely thought about stuff like that. Like and I know Vaughn can speak for it too. I was about to say we've thought about so many times where like just literally vlogging like a night of us DJing or something like that, and just like absolutely just posting it and see where it takes us. But like we've had like there's so many videos out there that we actually have vlogged. We just haven't taken the time to go through.
Nikki was probably the last one to just
like we have taken no time to actually touch it. But like for people like trying to support, like the most support I usually get is like the follows and like people coming up to me, tipping me for like songs and stuff like that. Like I appreciate that. But for me, like I really just at the end of the day, like social media presence and being able to make sure everybody's having a great time. Like that's really what I'm in DJing for until I start to learn how to produce and make my own stuff. And then I'm like, okay, now the money can come in. Or something.
But the good thing is, I mean, you're already doing pretty much like the groundwork to get into like where, when you are producing, like, want, you to come in to get on the song, this beat I made, like, stuff like that. You already got people that you're already in contact with because you've been networking, you've been doing it. So, I mean, respect that because that's, that a lot of people don't do that. They're just like, I'm going to produce, I'm going to figure out how to do it, but what do I do now?
Yeah.
Like I got to start networking now. So that's, respect that because you're already a step above where you want to be. Like for us, we went in and got all of this shit. We already put the bag on this. So when people watch, it's a professional production. It's not, one thing and then, gradually get up, which there's no problem with that. Everybody has their budget, but like we just went in and just went like all in. So, we're already on that impulsive or that, Theo Von.
And that's it's like two paths. Like you can either start out the gate fast that sets you above the majority of your competition, probably 70-80% of your competition because your production level is so high. Because when people want to watch anything, whether it be music, podcasts, like stuff like that on YouTube or podcasts on
In
Spotify,
general.
they're going to look for entertainment. They're going to look for quality. So like, obviously the vibe that puts out, like if it wasn't a great product, you're not going to go anywhere, even if you have $1 million worth of production in it. But at the same time, you can go somewhere with even $100 worth of production if you have that natural quality, some entertainment that finds a niche and gets with an audience. So like, yeah, I think that like what you're doing, like getting that kind of that social media following and building that presence, that then whenever you learn how to produce and you start working on that craft, you've already done all the legwork versus learning how to produce and be like, hey, here's what I got. Who's interested in seeing it? Versus getting that interested section of people that building that fan base and then being like, hey, guess what? I also added this in the bag, whether it be merch, stuff in the future,
stuff like that. Like
I think personally, that's why we did this. Like went in, dipped in, and then just upgraded even further with like the lighting and adding 2 more cameras. Cause we started with 3, we upgraded to 5 and then got professional lighting. Cause we were just ring lights back in when we were living like out near Charlotte. Like when we started this, like back in like the first episodes were September, October, November, 2022. But then it was like, yeah, they weren't bad. And then we were like, okay, how do we go up from here? And that's what we did. Like we went in, dipped in the bag, got the nice equipment so that we could set ourselves above everyone that was below us that couldn't dip in or put that much money towards that. And then we're like, all right, now that we're ahead of the race, let's make sure the craft's good so that we stay there and we don't drop.
Yeah, just investing and then, working hard, being diligent and staying on top of it. Not like, oh, I'm not having a success right off the bat and, I'm going to quit. No, like you put that money in, you grind until you get your investment back, and then you build on top of that. So that's our mindset with it. But
I was about to say that's the same thing that happened with me. Like I literally, like the board that I use right now to DJ, like I literally had to pay that off. Like I basically invested in myself enough to be able to like make as much money as I could possibly to like from DJing to pay that board off, and now it's mine. So like it was just like putting the time and effort to be like, hey, if I'm DJing here, I need to make sure I do my best to get the money that I need to pay off this board. And now I can take this board wherever I want to go. And
then building your residency and your notoriety and stuff at certain places. So, like, hey, this is my spot. Like you've worked an in with Varnish, but you also know that like, oh, it's DJ Jah tonight. This shit's going to go hard. Yeah. Like, so like whenever you show up, like people are going to show up because I know y'all know this already, but like looking at it, cause y'all are on the inside, y'all are the DJs and we're, the people that are spectating, we're seeing it not from the DJ side, from the audience side. Like people will show up based on who's at a club. Like even whenever like I'm trying to get gather a group of people to go out on a Friday or Saturday night, because we like to party, but we also look at it as an opportunity to network. And when people are like, all right, like people that like even my girl who doesn't go out that much, she's like, who's playing at the places? And then she knows you, she knows Quay, like she knows y'all by name and getting to know y'all personal. And that's going to make if I said, hey, DJ, whatever is playing at Red Dog, she'd be like, oh, it's not Quay tonight, or like, oh, it's not Jah. It's like, oh, okay, that might make me a little bit less inclined to want to go there and spend my section of time because you only got so many hours in the night.
Yeah,
that's definitely. Oh, you go. I was gonna say that's definitely a big influence with like even our friends like they like if they've Jah or Quay not DJing, they're not stepping foot out the house. I'm not gonna see them. That's the only time they're gonna come out the house is because they're DJing. So I completely get that.
Yeah. So like starting out, I know like and like Housefire was saying last pod that when he got down here from Indy, that he had to reach out. He had to do that stuff. So like once you like establish yourself, are you still like reaching out to like, yo, let me get this night? Or are they reaching out to you like, yo, we need you on this night, you available? Like how does the scheduling work? I guess that's what I'm asking.
I would definitely say like usually a lot of people will reach out to me at least like, hey, like are you available this day? Like they'll give a list of like their opening slots. Sometimes there's like places that literally just have opening slots and you just go in and pick what slots you want to go. Being like a resident DJ at Varnish, like I'm usually there every weekend unless I'm somewhere else. I just guess at the end of the day, it really just depends. Like, yo, are you a resident DJ or are like you trying to fill in for someone because they can't like actually make it on that time.
Gotcha. Like that. So that's another question because even like Quay said that on his episode. So like what is the definition of like a resident DJ?
So like a resident DJ is like, yo, you're known to be there like every single week. Like you're gonna be there every single weekend. So resident, like as a resident DJ, people know like, yo, I'm going to see him this weekend. Might miss him one weekend because he has something else to do, but then I'm gonna see him the next weekend.
Yep.
Gotcha. So it's
But
like
then
your
like
home
yeah,
place.
like it's like you're a resident, you're a home. Like they're gonna take care of you if you're a resident DJ.
Gotcha.
Just like if you're not a resident DJ, it's not like it's not bad, but like you still can go places. Like I'm not a resident DJ at Pantana Bob's and ECU, but I've DJ'd there 4 times already, and I love going out there, and they love when I go out there. The sororities, fraternities, they'll ask you to DJ. Those get pretty fun. Just you're DJing for college kids, like and they like to have fun. You're gonna turn up. But at the end of the day, like that's really the only difference. Resident, that's just like your home, basically. Like,
Nice.
You call that place your home. You love that family. That's your family.
Cool. Yeah. So you say you travel to Greenville for the ECU.
Yeah.
Any other places that you do travel to or that you want to, like what interests you?
Oh, there's definitely places I would love to travel. Like I said, I lived in Arizona for 4 months. I was working out there, but like going to those bars, oh my God, they're crazy. And like seeing like the type of production and stuff like they have.
Is it near Arizona State that you were at?
It was like Tempe. I was staying in Tempe, bro. And dude, they're crazy out there.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte, they've been popping off like music scene wise. I've really been getting into like the EDM music, like heavy recently.
To festivals.
Like festivals and stuff like that. And I've been getting into that a lot. And just like the Charlotte area, they're really predominant about like the house music, EDM type of thing. I'd love to DJ out there if I had the chance. Love to go back home to Raleigh. There's just like a lot of places that like you see like the music scene and you're like, yeah, I definitely wish I could have a chance to DJ over there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, do you see yourself, like both of y'all, do y'all see yourself like, getting to a point where like, shit, I want to tour? You ever see yourself getting to that? Like, fuck, we'll get an RV. Be good. Like,
You could start.
I'll speak for me because like I don't really see myself DJing too much anymore. To be honest, like if I do, it's just to put bread in my pocket. Like but like in the touring aspect, like I would like if he went on tour and he asked me to go, I'd be right there. Of course, I'd be right there. I'd be by his side. But like I think that's what he should start doing is trying to like pick so he can start going to like different cities within like a week or two. If he's got a week off, like just call some places and do something like that. But I could definitely see it. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, I definitely have thought about like, I want to do like a college tour. Like I want to go to like some of these like because I've seen like the videos of like the fraternities, like they're just booking DJs and like a lot of the frat guys, like they've been trying to like they learn how to DJ and then they're the DJs at their party. I'd be like, it'd be cool if like I could make like a name for myself and like kind of like hit up a few of these like colleges around like North Carolina. Yeah. Like just do like a little like bounce from one college to another. Yeah. And just do like a little tour at like a frat house or whatever. But like I've definitely thought about like, that'd be so fun to just like tour different colleges and just DJ like a darty or a party for them.
Yeah, we watch Full Send a lot, and one of their ex videographers that wanted he brought it to Kyle that under Full Send he was like, I want to get in front of the camera. He's like, I'm sorry, Nick, like we don't have an opportunity for you right now, like in the space we like only have it behind the camera. And he's like, respectfully, I'm going to go out on my own, like do my own thing. And he's still super tight with them, but now he fit in his branding. He's like laying it all out. He's making all the right moves. And Nick Narcina, he's like on the road to a Millie.
Road to Millie tour.
Road to Millie tour. And he's doing that, like going to these different colleges. And he like hooked up with Sketch, and they went to Texas and like had like a banger.
I literally just watched that video.
That's what we've learned getting into vlogging. It's like we're only going to probably push out like 1 or 2 vlogs a month, depending on what the month is, what's going on. So like Halloween, we're like, all right, let's push out more vlogs. But like in the month of November, probably push out 2. One will be for something Thanksgiving related, and the other's going to be AJ from Red Dogs. He's a professional MMA fighter. We're going to go to his event, go to his fight, have him on the pod, go to his fight, and vlog the whole thing. And like the thing about vlogging is it tells a story. So if we ever get to the point where we are, grow to have our own like college tour, bring y'all and you can rap and you DJ at these different colleges.
That's really the end goal, I guess.
Yeah. And like honestly, like one of the things like I would love to do is like partner up, because obviously you got to grow your brand and, you know, make it worth their while. But like, you know, Sub Dogs, Barstool, they have Shaq, they had like, you know, a lot of people like.
I've literally gone to those, bro, and I'm like, yo, the fact that y'all are like literally just like basically growing your brand just by bringing in like these big name people, and everybody sees it and they're like, all right, bet, yeah, we're gonna associate with this brand now. Like that's so fire, and it's just like it's the simple things. Just be like, hey, let's just do it. Let's just go ahead and do it right now. And then from there, we're just going to see where it goes. Yeah.
Because Varnish was one of the first places locally that like we could find Happy Dads. Because that's something that like facts. I tap into a lot. I got like a Happy Dad merch. And then with Full Send, like, you know, because we have a lot of respect for those guys and like the way they did, you know, what they've done. Just in overall branding, we compare, you know, ourselves a lot of similarities that we have to them. But like, that's how I was like, yeah, dude, like, because I saw Full Send. Or not Full Send, I mean Happy Dad actually like reaching out to like some like around the United States, like bars. They posted like 5 random bars that had like a contract with them. And I was like, dude, I know I'm going to slide through and see Varnish here in a minute. Like,
that's awesome. When I found out about Happy Dad, I was literally drinking, like that was the only drink I was literally drinking.
We drove all the way up to, I believe it was Northern Myrtle Beach or like Calabash or something, you know, from here, probably a good 45 minutes. We drove all the way up there to a wine and beer store or something, and they were the only people like in the surrounding area when they first came out.
Yeah, when they first
like 2.5 years, 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say when I found out that they were coming out, I was like, yo, where can I find these? And then I found out like that was the closest place possible. Yep. When they finally came here, I was like, yeah, like this is about to be the only drink I'm drinking. Like
they're good too.
Yeah, I was about to say they're not even bad. Like they're just great drink.
Yeah, and like so one of the things I want to ask you guys. So. Like probably like a little over a year ago, and you guys probably were even there.
Boy.
It was they had like. So what's your stance on like celebrity DJs? Like people like Sommer Ray came down here.
Oh my god, yeah.
DJ.
Oh my god, we were there. You and I don't know all y'all because that was before we knew y'all. Like we were with D. Y'all know D.
Yeah.
We were with D and went to that thing and like saw y'all, but that was before we like knew y'all. And then, like, you know, what's y'all stance on that?
Bro, I'll be honest. I can literally talk about this because I was one of the people that were running the event. Mm-hmm. Like, I literally was, like, a part of the team, like, trying to make sure, like, who were we going to bring? I think for us, like, at that time, we were just really, like, trying to figure out, like, yo, who is going to be someone that would, like, be, like, a really big celebrity that would, like, kind of cause hype in Wilmington. So when we dropped it and we kind of got like the hype for it, but then we kind of realized like, yo, she's just starting like to learn how to DJ.
Yeah,
and and at that point, like she was just starting to learn, but I didn't know that she had already like had like all her like videos, like she had DJed before, and I'm like, okay, like she's starting up, like, but she was like just starting to learn how to DJ. And we like just kind of were like really like, yo, is this gonna be like a big name? Like, are we moving too fast? Mm-hmm. Like on like trying to build like the brand, like get bigger at the time. So like, like we all literally took that to the chin. We were like, yo, this was low-key a flop. Like we were like, I think we moved way too fast on like trying to like get like a big like venue, especially the venue. Mm-hmm. Bro, way too big.
Outside
didn't even think it was gonna be that hot. Yeah, like how like long it was. We were like, yo,
Like the reason I asked is it came on my memories like recently, and I was like, yo, like the video that I had, you know, just to get that, you know, she was there, everything, and then like there was somebody. It honestly could have been you, to be honest. Like it was like behind her, like showing her.
Somebody was like definitely like coaching her too.
It wasn't me. With her. That was somebody came with her, and like I think something messed up or whatever, and he like literally like clicked a few buttons, and then it was fine for the rest of the time.
And that made me think. I was like, when Barstool brought Shaq, because like Shaq, basketball player, he's an entrepreneur. Like I never knew Shaq to DJ.
No, he can DJ. He can throw the fuck.
He has.
He likes that hard style.
He has been doing like And that's a lot of things. Like some of these celebrity DJs, like some of them are just doing it because like it's like just something to do, and like they really don't like know the like music aspect behind
Their career's over. They just
like
They're tapping in more trend setting and stuff like
but
that.
I'm not. Yeah,
They're trying to have fun.
Mm-hmm. And like it's been a thing like talked about. Like people are talking about, yo, this celebrity's DJing now. Does she or he like even know what they're really doing? And like it started to kind of become a like big topic between like actual DJ producers that like have been doing this their entire life since they were like 12 versus like these younger people that are like, oh, let me learn how to DJ and like maybe move a few things.
Isn't Paris Hilton DJ?
Yeah, Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton. Like, that's what I like.
It's like
when
all
I hear
these
Paris
celebrities
Hilton,
and stuff
I
like
don't
that.
think DJ.
Yeah. No. But that's crazy though, because like, yeah, like it's just something I thought about. I was like, yo, like good on them, because you know, think about that as a celebrity using their brand, using their name to get into that space, because like it's a big space. And but like one of the other things I was thinking about was like, do like club DJs like that usually just playing in clubs like that, and then you got, you know, like the EDM DJs like John Summit, Ilium, like all those, like, you know, is there any competition or like animosity between like those two groups, or is it just like one big group and I'm just like
I've literally seen tweets of like DJ producers that do like the electronic music and like have been doing it their entire life, literally tweet about like, yo, I'm so tired of these TikTok DJs coming in. Yeah. Because like there's a lot of influencer TikTok people that literally like, oh, I'm gonna turn and become a DJ. Yeah. And we're gonna use that as my brand now. Like I'm gonna call myself a DJ, but like I'm just kind of doing it to boost my brand. Like I've seen those tweets out there, like absolutely those big producer DJs absolutely just bashing. Like they're like, oh, like why are they ruining like why are they ruining the name of a DJ? But yeah, like it's like, and it's not even like a real like hate thing. It's just like that's the way they're marketing. Like, and it just grows their brand for them.
I feel like that, like to compare that to like a sport, it's like, you know, people in college basketball or NBA, and then you got people that are doing like the TikTok and the vlogging of like, you know, like street ball. Like stuff like that.
Literally stuff like that. Like, yo, I'm in the NBA, I'm getting paid millions to play like national TV, and then you have the street ballers that literally could. They literally
could cook half these motherfuckers in the league.
Like the professor, like hot sauce, and then back in the day,
they would cook them. They would cook so many.
If they wanted to,
they just don't care to. They don't care to. They really could go get deals. They just don't care to.
Yeah,
because they're using their social media following. They're using their
and they're gonna get all this money. They're gonna get all this money and some. And they don't have to worry about playing good every game. Yeah. All they got to do is cook some average people.
Yeah, and it's crazy, like, you know, just the social media space now. Like, if you grind, because people look at it and like, you know, oh, I'm going to do 1 to 5 videos.
And I got to be famous.
Yeah, and if I don't blow up, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, it's not going to be like that.
So like the people
the chances of that happening are so slim.
Stick their head down and they're just grinding, and you know they stick with it. And if, you know, they actually have like a talent or they work on their craft, then, you know, it can be something. And it's crazy about the social media space now and influence and everything. Like you can make that your job. Literally. And it's crazy.
Social media can literally be a job,
just for literally
posting
living your life.
Yeah.
From living your life, you can make so much money just from recording your life.
Yeah. Just people have no idea like what it takes behind the scenes. Cause like, it's, I mean, to be like a overnight sensation is basically equivalent to like winning the lottery. It's just like you didn't put in that grind and stuff like that. Cause we've tapped into so many elements of social media, like over the years. Like we started, like I said, with music, but I've made like $8,000 to $10,000 gaming. Like I like was streaming and played like Destiny and Call of Duty and like grinded leaderboards and put in like hours upon hours to get that like reputation and like these accolades that go with a brand, and like did the social media thing. Cause like when I was at UNCW before I majored in business, my original plan was marketing. It was like marketing and finance. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go like general business management and like go that way. So like I've always had that business mindset, but yeah, people think social media is easy because it's so available, but it's so intuitive.
There's so much work that goes into like algorithms and all those other things that go in and like analytics and like.
That's why I always give like hats off to like Logan and Jake Paul, because even though they get so much hate, like they are geniuses when it comes to their niche and like understanding how to manipulate a space and just jump from trend to trend and like thing to thing.
And it's flawless. It's so flawless how easy it looks. Like they were like rapping and then they were boxing.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been watching them. I've been watching them since I was a kid, and I'm like,
you start
and like they're geniuses. Him and KSI, they
took that beef and now they have $1 billion nutrition drink. Like, damn, and that's where like ultimately that's where we want to take Ending Hour. It's like build the brand and then do something like they got Prime or like Full Send has Happy Dad, Milk has Happy Dad. It's that's ultimately the mission.
Do Angry Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, we were thinking
like speaking on what he was just saying though, like are you guys thinking about like a merch line or like something that people can like also dive into and like buy to support like everything that you're doing?
I mean, we joked around about it for a little bit, and like we had like this one thing we just called it Voz World. But that was just basically it. But we had hella people going like they were like Voz World. Like,
yeah, we were just literally just.
It was just a joke. It was like
joking stuff.
But like it kind of got to the point where we couldn't come up with a logo, so it kind of just died out. It was like that was the one thing we couldn't figure out what we wanted.
Yeah. I definitely think I'm so into fashion and like I like that stuff. I definitely think like in the end game, like I definitely want to try to at least like get merch. If it's like a hat, sticker, T-shirt. Like sweatshirt or whatever,
pajamas.
Like literally, it could be anything. But like, I definitely think like in the end run, I definitely would like to have merch. Like if I start to really like pop off and people like are like, yo, like,
I feel like y'all definitely have that great duo mentality where y'all can tap into something together, like you had, with Voz World. And just run with it and stuff. Cause I mean, that's kind of what Quay said last night. He was literally like, dude, I just like couldn't think of shit. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna like, just run my shit. Like, don't let the belly fool you. Cause he was like, bro, before I got known, like people literally was like, oh yeah, we're going to go watch The Belly. And it's like, people didn't even know it was Quay. And then like now he has such a, large like following that like people know who he is, but he's taken that brand and like incorporated it into like, multiple sound bits like throughout the night. You'll hear him if you like stay there for a whole set. Don't let the belly fool you. And like, and then he has merch and shit with it. Like he's doing it. He has a necklace or the chain with it.
That chain's so tough. All that chain is so tough.
So I definitely think y'all should definitely tap into something like that because y'all are just growing, especially Varnish being one of the hot spots. We love Varnish. Like that's something that we had talked about recently. We're like, dude, we haven't gone there enough. Like they're just starting to blow up and stuff. We want to tap in with them and grow and like have the relationship with them that we've had for the last 2.5 years with Red Dogs.
Oh, yeah. And I was about to say, and I definitely think that's a big thing for me. Like me, like blowing up so quickly. Like that was like the merch side and stuff like that.
Sorry, can you say that one more time for the camera? Just for my happiness. No, I'll explain it afterwards. No, say it one more time. I want you to look directly at your camera.
For me, blowing up so quickly that I did. There you go, Vaughn.
Thank you. I'll explain it to you after.
I'll explain it later. But like, sorry, that was never like really on my mind, like the merch side of it, because I was just like, so like, yo, what's going on? Like, I need to play music. Like, music was the only thing that like I wasn't thinking about merch. I wasn't thinking about vlogging anything. Like, I was just like, yo, how do I keep the crowd in here?
But that could be beneficial as well, because if you tap into two different niches, like you're only going to have so much time in the day. You're only going to have so much brain power to put into a certain thing. If you master. Like it's like, oh, do I want to be what is it called, like a something of many or master of one? Like if you have like 5 different things that you're putting 20% in versus like taking the time to put 100 or even 50 into 2 different things, 100 into one, you're going to capture more space, more opportunity within those smaller niches than trying to spread yourself out so broad. Because that's like we noticed, we're like, fuck, like I'm already backlogged in like 7 different things because like I wanted to get the thing out to Quay and Housefire from last night, and I ain't even got Reckless's out from Sunday, and it's like because it's so much, like we don't do this full time yet, so it's like whenever I do have time to dedicate, like I didn't watch TV, like done like played video games, nothing, no downtime.
Yeah, but that's what it takes.
But it's just, but I love it. Yeah, it's just like a constant grind. Like if the phone's like hot, it's not drying. Like I got like different opportunities to keep setting stuff up. So you're probably like definitely benefiting yourself, like working on mastering one thing before moving to another and like getting too big too fast.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was just like thinking. I was just like, yo, I want to make sure I master this part before I even take a step anywhere, because I definitely want to be dedicated and make sure like, hey, I got this down. All right, now let me jump to, let me try to figure out a design for merch or something or like a logo. Like I have so many different weird logos that I've messed with, and I'm like, I like it. I don't like it. Maybe I want a new one, but like, it's definitely something like, I've just been thinking about. I'm like, yo, it's gonna take me some time, but let me master this one thing first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and one thing I just before I forget about it, rip to your hot dog, bro.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I came over that video randomly, man. I was like,
bro, and it was just fun. I was like, that just happened randomly. I was just shout out North Front Street. Those are the boys.
Hell yeah.
But I literally was just like, yo, I'm gonna ask you a question. And he said, can I? I was like, well, damn.
I would have been so mad.
And the thing is, like, people were texting me. They were like, yo, I would have been so upset, so angry. But in my head, I was like, yeah, like I would have, but I definitely got that hot dog for free. So I didn't like at that point. Like people were texting me, they're like, yo, like you just let that happen. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was low-key kind of drunk. I got that hot dog for free. I wasn't really worried about it. Like, at the end of the day.
That was funny.
But if you know, you know. That was my Halloween costume. I wore a glizzy.
You did.
You did. And I showed out in it. People didn't believe me. They were like, "You're really gonna wear?" Yeah, bro.
Rocked it out.
I'm gonna stand on business, bro. I'm gonna wear the
got too hot and varnish.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I bet that thing was hot as hell.
I started sweating. I took that thing off and I threw it. I just threw it into the crowd.
Yeah, somebody took it.
Somebody was wearing it. Somebody was wearing it. And then somebody was wearing it and then gave it back to me. I was like, I'm not wearing it.
Nah, you got that, bro. You got that, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, you got that one.
Fuck, man. It was. I was laughing when I saw the video. I was like, yeah, that job. It was like, yo, this girl just down that hot dog. But no, that was funny as shit. But yeah, no, you're right, man. I mean, you know, you saying that the hot dog costume was hot. I was in that Happy Dad one.
I saw that. Those are so, and and that's the thing is like, love Halloween, bro. Like the costumes are fire. Like I saw you guys Happy Dad ones. I was like, how did they get that? Where did they get it from? I want one. I just want one.
He saw it in like a random scrolling on Instagram. Saw it in like full send ad for
full send ad, bro. I saw it. I was like, dude, I need one of those. I would literally just wear that randomly. I was like, that is hard.
We ended up on the first vlog. We were actually chilling with the guy that won the runner up for the costume contest, the Batman.
Who won the costume?
You and him.
It was this woman
girl
that
like a black angel costume.
Black angel costume.
And then there was a girl with like she was like a Halloween bucket of candy.
What?
Yeah.
I'll show it to you.
But let me see this.
It's like a Halloween candy bucket.
They showed up, but yeah, Batman, that's what he does.
Yeah, he's cosplayer. He followed us on social media and stuff, and I was like, oh shit, this is what he does. Like he's a cosplayer.
Oh, he really is Batman.
Yeah. Because it was funny because it was like I didn't know if he could see because he had the white eyes in the comics, and so I was like, yo, that's dope. Winner? And I went to dap him up, and he didn't see me, so I was like,
both of them. I guess there was 2 different categories. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But hey, costume contest winners, shout out y'all.
The bucket of candy.
The bucket of candy is hard though. That's creative.
Yeah, I bet she made that too.
I know.
It looks handmade.
It just kind of looks like a Victoria's Secret outfit.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
the bucket of candy's fire. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a dub. That's such a. I've never seen that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and him were like, fuck, we're gonna enter shits and giggles, and we're just like, yeah. But no, it's a good time. And like you said, congrats to them. That's awesome.
Shout out to the winners.
$1,000 can make somebody.
Split.
They can help them out a lot.
500. Still a lot of money though.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd take that anytime in day.
Probably got spent right at the bar.
Reinvested right in the water.
Right back. That's usually what happens though. That's what's so funny about it.
Shit, yeah. Well, shit, fellas, man. Honestly, had a great time having you guys on. Got some insight on the DJ life, and it was, it's a lot of questions. Because the main thing that we're trying to do here is just get different styles of life in here, and just because. We're talking about, people in a DJ circle know, but the people coming to see them, it's just an audience perspective. So with what we're trying to do is just get different people in here, different areas of just everything, just to get more insight of people's careers, people's loves for what they're doing, and it was very insightful to have you guys on. We appreciate you guys making the trip down here to come and do this, and definitely have you guys back on.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate definitely appreciate y'all.
That's what a lot of people say is they don't. If people haven't come on a podcast for the first time, they'll be like, "Damn, dude, this was actually a lot more chill than I thought it was gonna be." I'm down to come on, whatever. Yeah,
to everybody, this is my first time doing this. you should do this shit. It's hella fun. It's hella fun. It's a good time. These boys know what they doing.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all.
But alrighty, guys. Well, if you guys are watching this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all your guys' socials. So make sure you guys send that to us. We're gonna put their socials down in the description. Make sure you guys go and follow them, like, share, and subscribe on their stuff. Like, share, and subscribe on our stuff. We definitely appreciate it. But if you guys are watching this during the day, good morning. If you're watching this at night, good night. If you're watching this during the day, go back to work. But no, guys, all seriousness, we appreciate you. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you on the next pod.